Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to Islamic bedtime stories. My name is Marium Naqvi, and today I will be reading your bedtime story. Thank you so much to the Noor al Asr and the Club 313 team for organising this absolutely fantastic initiative. We get to read together, we read Islamic books, and we donate money to charity to the Noor Orphans Fund. So what could be better? So please do enjoy the story and don't forget to donate at the end. So I hope everybody's comfortable. We like to all snuggle up into bed for our story time. So wherever you are, get comfortable. I am for sure. And let's get started. Today I would like to read from a book called Just for Kids Quran Stories. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Inaya and to Laith Ali for lending me this book. It's super generous of you, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for your generosity. So there's lots of stories in this book, and I was flicking through and thinking which one I should read, and I came across Sleepers in the Cave. And it made me remember this fantastic story from when I was younger, and I wanted to share it with you. So let's get started. Bismillahir, Rahmanir. It was about the year 250, during the rule of a Roman king Decius, that the teachings of the Prophet Isa alayhi salam were spread throughout the region by his early followers. The people there were idol worshippers, and the moon was treated as a god and worshipped, but 7 young men of a noble family accepted the new religion in Ephesus, an ancient city near the western coast of Turkey, whose ruins can still be seen. Decius took up arms against the new converts. Due to their fearless preaching and willingness to give up everything so as to tread the right path, they were honoured with the high status of being near to Allah. Wouldn't that be lovely? When these young believers realised that the king's soldiers were about to capture them, they ran away from the town. They took refuge in a cave so as to escape from the cruelty of the king. As they ran, they prayed to Allah, "Our Lord, show us your mercy and save our lives." They ran far into the wilderness until they found a dark cave. They entered in it with great caution and hoped that no one would guess that there was anyone inside. Then weeping, they all prayed to Allah for his help. Allah heard their prayers, and when they lay down to rest, he caused a miracle to happen. With his supreme power over life and death, he made them fall into a deep sleep lasting around 300 years. Not once during this time did they awaken. They neither ate nor drank nor made any sound. They only turned from side to side in their sleep. Even their dog joined them in their long slumber, with his legs stretched out across the entrance to the cave. This cave was so placed that not even a ray of light could enter it. Allah had made it look so frightening that if anyone had come close to it, he would have felt afraid and run away. It was one of the wonders of Allah, and there are many. Time passed, and the town they had left changed altogether. The cruel king had died, and the present king had become a believer, a follower of the message of Prophet Isa alayhi salam. The king and the people were believers in Allah and were no longer idol worshippers. During this period, Allah woke up the sleeping men. As they arose from their long slumber and stretched their arms and legs, one of them wondered, "How long have we been here?" Sometimes during this lockdown, I think about the same question. They thought about it, then said, "We have been here for a day or part of a day." They did not realise that they had been sleeping there for more than 2 centuries. They felt very hungry, so one of them crept out of the cave to fetch something to eat. He reached the town and went to a shop to buy some food. He paid the shopkeeper with a silver coin. The shopkeeper was amazed to see such an old coin and suspected that this man might have found some old hidden treasure. So he took him to the king, who immediately recognized that he must be one of those men who had been lost for more than 200 years. By order of the king, the date they were lost, their names and their particulars had been engraved on a lead slab which was kept in the royal treasury. For this reason, they also came to be known as the men of the slab. When the slab was taken out, it was confirmed that these were the very men who had run away from the city to save their lives more than 2 centuries ago. They immediately became the centre of people's devotion. The new Roman king Theodosius himself went on foot to see them and seek their blessings. When these young men died, a place of worship was built at their cave as a memorial. The story tells us that those who put their entire trust in Allah will be helped by Him in unknown ways. The story is also intended to tell us that there really is life after death. What a wonderful story. And I would like you to remember the message of this story because it's very relevant to us today. So if we put all our faith and trust into Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will help us when we need. And so imagine there is an orphan out there, a child with no mummy, no daddy, who does not know how they will get their next meal, or does not know if they will ever get an education, or does not know how to get shelter and help their siblings. And imagine if they pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help, and we could be the way to deliver that help. So if we donated a few pounds here and there, which for us might not be a lot, but for them can change their lives, then wouldn't that be absolutely wonderful? So I want you to take that away with you, give it a good thought, and think about how we can put our trust and faith into Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Really hope you've enjoyed the story. I've really enjoyed reading it to you, and inshallah I will see you soon. Assalamu alaikum.